the whole time I'm in a predicament to where I'm about to die, I never thought in my head, the thought never ran across my head, I'm about to die. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, what we think is extremely powerful.
Right.
Because I didn't think I was not gonna die, my body was reacting like you finna live.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today. Hey, yo, world, what up? What it do, man? Hey, we back at it again, man. We're excited to come and bring another podcast to you on tonight. So once again, welcome to the Blueprint to Success Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. And to my left, your right, our co-host, my brother from another mother. Man, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all give it up for my boy, Alxndr Hall.
What's up, man? What's going on? Y'all retarded, man. What's up? What's cracking?
Oh my God, Alxndr!
I love you too.
I love you too. For real. What's up, man?
Prophet told me I was gonna pop.
Okay.
For real.
What's up, bro?
What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. It's about to be a live one tonight, y'all.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Get
here.
your tissue. I'm telling you right now.
I hear. I feel blessed to be here, bro. Like I feel protected.
That's what's up.
Protection feel different, bro.
Yeah.
It feel different. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you get banged up and you still be protected.
Yeah.
Sometimes protection don't mean you don't go untouched.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just means certain stuff don't get damaged. But
Yeah.
I feel good, man. I'm here, man. Let's go.
Hey,
That's what's
Yeah.
up,
You
man.
feel me?
glad you're here, big
Yeah,
dog.
we glad
Yeah.
you're here, big dog.
For sure.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah,
For
we got
real.
a lot to talk about tonight, man. Y'all.
For sure, man.
So y'all tune in, man. Pull up. Pull up real quick. If you're watching us on YouTube, man, and you in the kitchen or whatnot, just let it play, man. We got something special tonight, man. So y'all tune in, and y'all, man. So before we get going, man, y'all know we got to keep it going, man. We got to introduce, man, this guy right here on my right, your left. Y'all know what to do, man. Y'all give it up for my brother from the same mother, man. Give it up for Boy Wonda, man.
Big bag, duh. Big bag,
Off top of the dome.
Big bag.
We coming home.
Big bag.
There you go.
It's on. Hey, what's up, y'all, man?
What's cracking?
What's happening? What's cracking?
Oh, man, life.
Life be life.
Life
You know what?
be
I actually
lifing.
heard that on something this week. Somebody said that. I was like, oh, it was on the old Clutch Wayne skit.
Oh, with the eyes got that big.
Amber said it. Yeah. She's like, oh, I got to trademark that before we get it out.
Yeah, for real.
I was the first one to hear that. So
Yeah.
I ain't saying nobody else said it, but I know I was the first one to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Life be life.
Hey, you know.
Right here on the podcast.
Gotta get it. It's
Yeah.
already done. It's already been sent.
Oh, my soldier boy. I was the first rapper who said life be life. Soldier boy, give that man his flowers, man.
Hey,
Hey, that joke
somebody.
is savage,
Yeah,
dog.
Soldier boy know what he doing, bro.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
know
do.
what he doing.
Must
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give him his prop for that, man.
Yeah.
That joke was savage. Boy.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
savvy
he
on
is,
that
yep.
business tip.
Yep.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
How you doing, big bro?
Yo,
what's going on
What's
with
up,
you?
Big Mike?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Because if you don't ask how Mike do,
one of our faithful supporters, you know who she is.
Faith gonna be like, why y'all not asking Mike how he doing? I'll be like, Mama, calm down. Like, we gonna get. She's like, you need to ask Mike how he doing.
All I got, but
We good?
I'm good.
Okay.
But all I got to say, boy, entrepreneurship ain't for the weak, boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
And there's so much to do, and it's a one man.
Running the business, ooh, boy, it ain't the business.
At all.
Sure.
You leave a 40-hour-a-week job to work 80.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Plus.
Listen, you got a 9 to 5, you clocked into your 9 to 5, you clock right at 5:01 or whatever time 01. Entrepreneurship kick in.
Yeah.
Hey. What E.T. said? He said something about he don't
Don't get tired.
he don't sleep when he tired. He sleep when he finished. Something like that.
I remember that line.
I was like, ooh. Yeah, no rest for the weary.
Yeah.
It's like what? Yeah, man. But I don't think I'm gonna release it just yet. I'm gonna wait. So to share what we was talking about for the podcast.
Facts.
I ain't gonna share that right now. So I'm gonna wait, get my stuff, and make my official announcement. And then we'll announce it on the podcast. So
For sure.
That's going to be
Yeah.
dope. We'll do that
so
on
we
a
got
special episode.
Yeah, so I know a couple episodes back we just shared, that I was waiting on some stuff to come through. So before we was able to share some information, so we got the green light, dog.
Hey.
So we'll be sharing that with y'all pretty soon, man. So we're pretty excited about it. Pretty dope. So yeah, man.
Sweet.
So yeah, man. So
Bruh.
just keep it moving. Yeah.
Great news all the way around.
Yeah,
Through
for
the
sure.
pain, keep it moving.
No pain,
Hey,
no gain.
with the still alive.
Told you we will make it. Man.
Hey, bro, how the squad doing? No ground no
The
glory.
squad is doing good, bro. We really
Yeah.
booked out to next year. So God is doing his thing, man.
God is guiding.
Yeah,
God is God.
God is definitely God.
God is God.
God is God. So we definitely got and he be Goding. Okay.
God be God.
In a good way. So we got a definitely announcement Monday morning, so be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be really dope concerning one of our artists. So I'm excited, man.
Good.
I'm real excited. Just how things just coming together and moving, bro. Even just on the administrative side and getting things done there. So it's just like, man, this is the team I've always dreamed of having. Like I remember like being so fearful of wanting to get an artist or being afraid of messing up and things like that. And so it took me a while to even just want to even look at, like, I remember somebody saying, man, hey, you never know, this one artist can pull you out of where you're trying to go and get you into the place you need to be.
Right.
And so when they spoke that to me, I said, well, when you look at it from that perspective, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? So, and ever since then, I always looked out and make sure if they were a perfect fit, vice versa, like it has to work with both parties, and it just made sense. So, but just to see what God doing and just multiplying it, just like off the strength, off the cuff. So it's just like, I can't stress this enough, man. Like, people have to believe in what you're doing. Like, in order for it to work, they have to see the vision like you see the vision. Just like they have to, like how they say it takes a village to raise a kid. Well, that kid is your vision, and you need multiple people to help raise it and bring it into fruition. So that's what's going on right now, and getting it to another level and capacity that I desire to see and then we'll get to. Definitely. So it's been good, man. The squad working. So we got a lot of stuff down the pipeline.
That's good.
Man, y'all, I don't know if you share anything right now, but y'all ever thought about doing a compilation album as a unit?
Oh, we're already in the works.
Oh.
DJ Kojak already hosting. You already know.
Well, that's gonna be fire.
You already know.
Oh, it's on fire.
Look, man, look, everybody working. It's gonna be nice.
That's good. Yeah, it's gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be fire.
He's on fire.
It's gonna be fire.
And not only with that, you know what I'm saying. And then we got another type of mixtape that we're gonna work on, but that's gonna be more generalized, not just to No Ground of Glory, but also other artists that may have opportunity to be on that mixtape too. So,
Yeah.
man, we're working, man.
I remember back in the day.
The No Living Gospel.
I remember
How
back
you do
in the
that
day,
there?
the DJs used to have
Uh-huh.
like real mixtapes, like other artists from other cities.
Exactly.
But they stopped doing that for some reason. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I just know that I've seen they stopped doing it.
You have a few artists that still keep along
still do that type-
that
okay,
kind of tradition, because I mean that's what they came up, that's what they grew up on. So you know they see that as valuable, but it's just the industry change, man. It's a lot of things different. So it's just like when you look at CDs, nobody don't really see CDs as the value. You know, it's just pretty much phone
everything's
streaming,
digital.
so everything's changing. It's not like it once was. So, me, I'm the type of person I ain't gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? I like to make everything available. So, if you want to do it, cool. I got this small amount right here, you know, for memorabilia. And ironically, people still ask for them, so that's why I still do them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until they stop asking, I'll stop printing.
Right.
So I do like a minimum 100, and that's just to have product on the table. And you know, you even have people just like, hey, let me scan that. It'll take them to the streaming platform. They can do that too. So either way, man, it's just you can't be afraid of adjusting with what's going on and with the changes. So
Yeah.
you got to take risks.
Yeah. Make it do, man. Gotta make it do what it do, baby.
Make it do what it do.
Make it do what it do, baby. Yeah. So
Well, like me.
talk
like me.
Yeah, walk like me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was speaking of
I
walk
love
like
that joint.
me. It's fire, right? So last Saturday, shouts out to I love Tony, man.
Diamond with that diamond shot.
Shouts out to Diamond and Certificate, man. North Cape Studios, man. That's one of my best friends. So I'm shooting with him Saturday. Me and him shooting. We out there in Bradenton. I'm doing the scene. I'm shooting for the record Clarity. I know you trying to get, I already know what you trying to get, Lions Den. I got something for Lions Den.
Man, you playing with
Can't
him.
let that one go.
You playing with him.
You see, I know
For
you
real.
on Lions Den, but we meeting up Monday. He was like, bro, I got scenes already done for the video. I want you to tell me what you think. And then he said, we're going to go over these other records to see what we think need to go out next. And Lions Den was one of them that he mentioned because it's fire.
It definitely is, dog. All your stuff
That might be my favorite, dog. I
think
don't
so?
know.
Man,
That
Dennis.
might be my favorite.
I don't
It hit
know.
different.
I don't
I mean-
know. That will hit different.
It hit different.
It hit different, but I mean, I like all the new stuff that you got, but it just like, I don't know. I guess once it comes out and I start listening to everything again, you know, but I just remember that line there. It's like, it's over the top. It was like,
Your Lions Den it's a slapper.
it's a straight slapper, dog.
It's just like,
It's a slapper.
I'm here, slapper.
And I ain't even trying to toot my own horn or nothing. It's just that it's just one of those songs, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know it's
Got
plenty
to.
of there's plenty of artists who way more advanced than me, but that's a good record.
Yeah.
I think if anyone heard it, they'll be like, yeah, that's
That line
yeah.
thing,
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do that one, dog.
yeah. So
I'm sorry, ain't no getting out of it.
Yeah.
yeah, it be sliding.
That's like ASAP.
It be sliding.
That's like,
I'll be like, Diamond,
No
be on-
pressure.
Diamond,
Yeah,
be
no
on his head.
It's a few of them. It's a few of them. But so we shooting Clarity, right? So we shooting, and I'm walking back. So we in Bradenton, right? And at a location in Bradenton that I found, and I'm on the pier. And may I mind you, I can't swim at all.
right.
I swim like 4 bricks with a chain on it, with a lock on it, combination that you done forgot the combination for, so it's just locked. Right. That's how I swim. So I'm on the pier, and I fall off the pier. Fall off the pier, bro. Poof. I'm in the ocean, bro. Ain't nothing is around me. Nothing is around. Ain't no bottles. Ain't no bobbly things. Ain't no, I can't reach the dock. The dock is over there. Everything, I'm just in there. I'm just sitting there just gargling water, bro. So first, I can't believe that I even hit the water not being in the shower, because I don't do water like that.
Right.
Yeah.
If I ain't washing my face, brushing my teeth, washing my behind, washing the car, I don't do water.
Water won't be around that body.
You know what I'm saying? Right. As a matter of fact, the last time I got swindled and bamboozled in some water, I was with Faith. She was like, first time we went to the beach, she was like, the day before, she's like, you come to the beach? I was like, I said, no, I don't do. I said, no, I don't do water like
see that in my near future, child.
She was like, you ain't gotta get in, just come. I said, all right, I'll come. I said, who all going? Me, my homegirl, bring all the kids. All right. So we go to the beach, bro. The first thing this woman say, you ready? I said, ready for what? She said, you gonna get? And I was like, I said, I'm not. I said, I told you I'm not getting in the water. And then magically the sunlight hit the lip gloss, and then I ended up in the water.
Don't say what you ain't gonna do, son, because
You're gonna end up doing it.
I got
Bro, say
bamboozled.
the sunlight hit the lip gloss.
It was just like, so her lip gloss was popping.
I ended up in the water. All right.
He said the sunlight hit the lip gloss. And that thing, you know, I was in the water.
So, but that was the last time I was in the water, right? But this time when I was in the water, I didn't see it coming. I was walking backwards and I fell out the pier. And when I fell out the pier, I fell like leaned back a little bit, but straight down. So I went straight in the water. So I just immediately, bro, this the ocean, bro. This deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't no pool, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm in there, I'm flapping, I'm doing whatever. So I'm gonna say this right here. I did not know how I was gonna get out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different it's different, bro, when you don't know how you're gonna get out. If you in debt, you know how you can get out. Come on, let's just be for real about it.
Right.
If you 350 and you want to be 250, you know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If I got homies who are incarcerated, some of them got 5 years. I know one person who got he just got 8 months. He know, and if in 8 months he's out, you know, in 8 months you're gonna be out. But when you in a predicament to where it's life or death, sometimes it just hit different when you don't know how it's gonna happen. You don't know how it's gonna happen. So I'm flapping around in the water, gargling. I hear Tony say, "Bro, stop moving, grab my hand." So I'm looking up like this. I can see. At this time, my head that went back under the water. I see, cause he's Spanish, he's light skinned, so I see something dangling. So I just shoot up out of the water and just grab, and I grabbed his arm. So I'm wiggling with his arm, and he says, "Bro, stop moving, stop moving." So I'm about to break this man's hand. You know what I'm saying? So he retracted his arm, and I was grabbing onto his sweater. And then I said, "Tony." He was like, "Yo, bro." He said, bro, "I got you. I'm not going nowhere." All right. So it was this big post on the side. So the first thing was, I did all I can do, and God sent somebody and sent something for me to immediately get relieved from that moment out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dangling on his arm. That don't last forever.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you get to one point and you safe for the moment,
Right.
you got to make another step to get safer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this post I was to the right,
Mhm.
and I see the post. He said, bro, I'm going to swing you as much as I can. So he swung. He said, you ready? I said, no, I'm not ready. He said, well, I'm finna swing you. He said, I'm finna swing you over there, so you better
Like,
get
no,
ready.
you ready.
So when he swung as much as he could, he got me kind of close. I had to let go and do whatever I was doing before to get to the pole. So in order for me to get to another place of safety, I had to take another risk. Every time I made a move to save my life, it was risky. You like saving your life is risky, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When you really want to get out of in a better financial situation, you gotta take risks.
Mm-hmm.
When you really want your marriage to work, you gotta take risks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta cut away from people and relearn certain stuff and unlearn certain is risky because you don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I did not know. Here was the thing, bro. I'm in a predicament to where I know I could drown because I thought I can drown.
Mm-hmm.
People drown like this because guess what? I'm drowning.
Right.
The current wasn't moving out, so it wasn't drifting me out, but the current wasn't moving forward either to push me towards. So whatever I did the best I can do, and God be Godding.
For real.
Right.
I wasn't way far from the pier, but I wasn't close enough to reach nobody either. It was just me out there.
Right.
It was just me. I was sitting there. Just me. I was just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole time I'm in a predicament to where I'm about to die, I never thought in my head. The thought never ran across my head I'm about to die. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, what we think is extremely powerful.
Right.
Because I didn't think I was not gonna die, my body was reacting like you finna live.
Wow. Now hold up, man. Before you, that's powerful, bro. Cause here's the thing with that thought, bro. With that thought, like you said, with that thought, you have the power to produce that. So for the simple fact that here you are in a dying situation.
Yeah.
But you never had the thought that you was gonna die.
I never had the thought that I was gonna die.
Wow.
The
That's
whole,
powerful, bro.
the whole time. So guess
That's
what?
powerful.
My body reacted like I was not going to die, even though I didn't know how I was making that situation. I didn't know, but I tell you this, I kept doing whatever I could, and God kept setting the play up. Dude, God kept setting the play up. The first play was Tony. The second play was swinging me over.
Yeah.
Hold on. So a boat came because people started to see this person is drowning in this freaking water. So this boat came, two guys. The tail, it was a nice fishing yacht. So the tail end, and it was kind of big. So it was a real nice boat. So the tail end, he swung it over. He couldn't get real close to the pier because the boat was wide.
Exactly.
So once again, I had that, and he didn't have no rope far enough to throw to me. He said, "Hey man, you gotta jump over here. If you jump over, I'm gonna grab you." He said, "You ready?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, you gotta come." So I had to leap off of this pole, do whatever I was doing, and grab the side of this boat. So I'm dangling on the side of this boat, bro. Only the top parts of my fingertips can actually grab the edge of the boat. Fiberglass is slipperiness in the water.
Right.
It's slippery.
Right.
So I'm moving my hands side by side around to the back of the boat because on the back of the boat, it was a ladder under the water you hit the latch and the ladder drop down and you can just climb inside the boat. But I had, and that was like the third tier of safety. But I had to get to the back end of the boat. And if I would have let go on the side of the boat, the side of the boat is wide, so I would have probably dropped down, hit the side of the boat, and went under the boat.
Right.
Here's the thing, bro. I'm struggling going down the side. You ever seen a zip lock? The zip lock? Some of them got the child lock, the childproof on it. When you slide it back like that, that's how I would slide my hands down the side of the boat. I couldn't let it go like that. I had to move it like that. Had to slide my hands like that.
And how long you remember? Now, mind y'all, I want to let y'all know something. We just heard this story right before we started recording. So
Right. It's really wrong.
yeah, so bro landed on thick. So y'all, we pretty much getting this experience together. You know, I got an email. When did you email me?
A couple days ago. Yeah.
That he was in an accident. So on my mind, I'm thinking it was a car accident.
Yeah.
So then I text Dub like, "Hey, did you know Alxndr was in an accident?" He was like, "No."
I didn't have his number. So okay, so the thing I would have contacted you, right? So before I fell off the pier, I was doing the scene. So Diamond had his drone out. So I was doing the scene to where I'm sitting on the dock. And I'm like, rapping into the drone. So the drone flying in front of my face. So the speakers, drones don't have speakers on them.
Right.
So I had to use my phone, sit it behind me. So the next scene was that scene on the other side of the pier. So I put the phone in my back pocket. The phone was in my back pocket. So when I hit the water,
that was the end of the phone.
Yeah.
phone went out.
Yeah.
So I'm on the boat, on the side of the boat, and all this flapping and pulling myself up on the bottom of the pier. I had some, and may I mind you, I only had enough energy to do what I need to do. So every time I got to a little safety spot, when Tony said be still, I had to be still so I can use my to regain energy. When I was on the bottom of that pier on that big post, I just sat there, bro, so I can gain energy. And every time I hit the water to get myself to a safer space, I exerted every ounce of energy I had to get there. When you trying to save your life or do better, when you shoot out, you got to put everything out so you can try to get there. Now, you can't play around with that jump.
No.
So I grab onto the side of the boat. I don't lift my hands up because I'm not strong enough. So I just slide my hands down. Here's the kicker. The guy on the other side of the boat, on the inside.
Hold up, before you tell that next story. How long did it take you to get to that side of the boat?
It took me like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to get from the side to the back of the boat.
Wow.
Slide myself down there.
Wow.
So
I didn't want you to leave that part out. I remember from when you were saying it,
So the guy, he tried to speed up. He tried to help me / speed up the process by grabbing my wrist to try to pull me over. When he grabbed my wrist to try to pull me over, it weakened my grip. So I had to do it myself. You trying to help me, but you're hindering me right now. So I have to do this myself because it's the only way that I can get around here. That's key. Sometimes I'll help, like you let them help you as much, but you gotta
ultimately
you gotta do it yourself. So I slide myself to the back. The same guy who tried to pull me over, he reached around and let the latch open. So the ladder fell in the water. He pulled me in. The boat swung around, and then Diamond pulled me in. Diamond, they pushed me. They pushed me from the back while Diamond pulled me from the boat onto the dock. And then the police came, and then other people started coming over and stuff like that. So that was and I told them thank you and stuff like that.
Wow.
That was a full-fledged experience. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah, I've been in. I've never had a near-death experience. I guess I would say like that. I mean, not when I hit that car accident 6 months after we were married. That was an accident where I should have been dead. I could have been dead because of how it happened. But when you're talking about near-death experiences or whatever you experience, man, it hit different though.
Hold on, bro. I'm gonna cut you off. The day before, I'm in heavy prayer mode. The day before,
Wow.
heavy prayer mode. I'm praying about my relationship with Faith. I'm asking God about that. I'm asking God about this. And prior to the weeks before, I'm digging up stuff from what my stepdad done spoke over me. I'm digging up all type. I'm digging up everything. And I'm exposing the lies the enemy told me. I'm exposing the fear. I'm exposing my insecurities. I'm exposing those things. Bro, when I hit that water, even though it was scary, the fear was like, what fear? It's either you do it or you don't, bro. You know you can't swim. So it's either way, you in a predicament to where you can die. So you might as well die not afraid if you're going to go out. Bro.
And you did it scared.
When I got the water, it's like, I'm not saying some things might not shake me up, but it's nothing that I don't think that I can have, bro. Let me tell you something. I did not know how God was going to do it. I did not know how I was going to. If I'm in an environment, in a situation to where I know I can die, but the thought never ran across my head, oh, I'm going to die, then why are we out here 9-to-5 life, walking around every day, not in life or death situations, but we thinking that we ain't gonna make it. Once you think you ain't gonna make it, your body gonna respond like it.
Yeah, your body responds to what you think. Yeah,
your body gonna respond like it. So we out here living in fear.
Yeah,
we out here living like we're not gonna make it. When I was in a situation to where I almost didn't make it, but the thought never ran across my mind, I'm gonna die.
You know, that put me in the mind of the 3 Hebrew boys. The 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and that bad Negro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because when they threw him in the furnace, and then they turned. I think if I remember right, the scripture said that they turned the furnace up 7 times hotter before they actually threw him up in the furnace, and their faith was so strong.
My bad. That's the burner phone, right?
Okay.
Look,
I'm like, what the?
That's the.
Hey, we about to run up out of here,
Bro, I was like, man, who walking up in the door? Like,
yo,
that phone be making all type of noises, bro. I be like,
hello, Boto.
Mom's like, you want the phone or not? I said, I take it. The phone be making the phone. That's probably an email going on, bro. Not even a phone call, but that phone be tripping,
Bro. Oh, that was funny, bro.
I didn't know what that was.
That's the burner phone.
Yeah.
I felt like I was anime for a minute.
For sure.
We getting punked. But yeah, that's like them, man, because the faith was so strong, and they said, you know what? Because at the end of the day, they was like, you know what? Even if God don't deliver us out of this situation, we knew He was well able to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it put you in a different space when your mindset, because and also when you was talking, bro, what kept ringing in my mind, what my favorite scene in the movie Facing the Giants is that bear crawl scene. Have you seen it?
You talking about when he said, keep going.
Yeah.
And then he crawled across the field.
Yeah. That's my favorite scene, man. And to those, because it's like you said, it's like what God was doing is like He was giving you instructions at the time that you needed it, not the time when you wanted it. And then even though the instruction went against your will, you didn't have no choice because it was a life or death situation.
Exactly.
And Jesus, boy, that's good. And so what happened was, because you was in the situation, you couldn't see your way out of the situation. And so the person that was out of the situation was leading you, even they was telling you when Diamond said grab his arm, grab his hand, and you was like, you know, and telling you instructions, you like, no. He was like, you ain't got no choice. I'm finna swing you like right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and it's like that's how God do us, in a sense. When you look, that's how purpose do us, in a sense, because it's like you're afraid to jump. You're afraid to jump because of the uncertainty. You're afraid to jump because you don't know when I wrote my first book, I put this quote in there: fear of the unknown keep your situation known. Because you're already operating in fear, and you're already getting what you're getting because you're already operating in fear. So you already know what you got. You know you don't like that, but you're still operating in fear. But once you let that fear go, the unknown is on the other side, but you don't know what's on the other side of that unknown. So it keeps you in a place of stagnation because you're scared, because you know I'm scared, but at least I know what I got right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then if I make that step, I don't know what I'm getting. So it's like God was instructing you as you needed the instructions. And even though it didn't agree with your will, it didn't matter, because it was like, well, shoot, it's a life or death situation. So like you said, you had already said in your mind, you weren't even thinking about dying, even though you was already in a situation where you could have been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That thought never turned, because he asked me, he said, bro, did you think you was finna die, bro? I said, bro, it's crazy. He said, man, if no one was here, he said, bro, you would have died, bro. I said, I know. And then I said, the thought never, bro, I never thought. It just never got there.
Wow.
I never thought.
That's powerful, bro.
I never thought I'm finna die. So it's like,
you in a dying situation, but you never
thought
die.
that thought never. So it's like, hold on. So I said, oh. So I'm out here. We out here trying to figure stuff out, making moves, and how dare us think that we can't make it? How dare us think that we can't level up our family? How dare us think that we can't get rid of the habit? How dare us think that we can't stop the pornography if that's what we doing? How dare us think that we can't get the family to a certain level and get the house to a certain level? How dare us think? How dare us think that way?
Right.
We cannot think that way, because if you think that way, everything is gonna respond around you how you think. So good, I said, if it was my time to go at that time, then I would have. If it was my time to check this out, bro, this is crazy. If it was my time to go at that time, I would have left properly. I would have left in a better situation morally than me living before I got to that point. I'm glad I didn't die that day, because if I would have left, I would have left in fear. I would have left in insecurities. I would have left making unsure decisions. We being real, right? This is what we came here to do, right? So when you start digging stuff up, you start battling, AKA your demons, or battling the things that was placed upon you that have nothing to do with you, it's things that I'm digging up that have nothing to do with me. I start digging up daddy issues from a man who's not even my biological father. This is what happens when, come on. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? When people are doing things in their life and they just doing the best that they can do, or making the decisions that they think they need to be making at the time. When you mixing up families and stuff like that, then you start then. So that's why we got to be careful. You know what I'm saying, bro? Off tangent. Hold on, bro. Off tangent. I was reading. I'm reading Luke right now, right? So, verses chapter 2, verses 1 through 7. Luke is basically laying out where Jesus was born, why he was born in Bethlehem. He was born there because they went there to pay taxes. Just so happened Mary went into labor while they was in Bethlehem. But God set that up, right? The reason why they went to Bethlehem is because Joseph is in David's lineage. So Caesar, I think Caesar Augustus, don't come from my head. Caesar Augustus, he put out the thing where everybody in the world got to pay taxes, right? So, and you have to go pay taxes where you're from. So they had to go to Bethlehem because he's from Bethlehem. You know what I'm saying? Just so, but God was strategic about God was strategic about what man he placed as his quote unquote earthly father.
Right.
What other man than place than somebody who was in King David's lineage? What other man you know what I'm saying? So when families is mixing up families and trying to do whatever, basically what I'm saying is I'm digging up daddy issues from decisions that I had nothing to do with.
Right.
I'm around this guy and I got nothing to do with this guy. But I'm 36 years old digging up daddy issues from something that you spoke on me when I was 12, 13 years old. So I don't bring this mess into my relationship that I'm trying to carry on with my children and my woman and my future marriage. So let me work on myself. Let me do the baggage work right now.
Right.
Yep.
Let me do the real work.
Oh, dog. Oh, you going there. You going there. Baggage
So-
claim, dog.
Yes.
So baggage claim. So when I came from up out of that water, bro, every ounce of fear and insecurities. I'm not saying that something might try to come up. I'm not saying I'm squeaky clean, perfect. I'm just saying a lot of stuff that I was praying about the day before, and a lot of stuff that I was battling with. I feel like God just took it off. Like fear for what? What you afraid of? You should have been afraid when you was about to die. So don't go out here and be afraid. Go after what you need to go after. What you afraid of? Afraid for what?
It didn't even allow you to say no.
Exactly.
It's like, are you ready? No. You ain't got no choice.
Right.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is, cuz.
And ever since then,
This is what it is.
ever since then, bro,
Oh yeah, you can't. You
it
can't
ain't.
even look at life this, bro. You can't like your
It's
lens
like
is so
I
wide
do.
open now.
No, the only reason why I'm gonna accept no is because it was really not for me. That's it. No. What you mean no? Oh, it mean not now. It don't mean no. It don't mean no. It mean not now. Oh, you can't get the credit now, right? Not now. Cause we're not taking no.
Nope.
Cause I've been living in no for no could have been there. No, when God allowed me to live, He said, no, you're not finna think like that no more. He said, no, you're not finna deal with that no more. That's no. But this other stuff, no, we not doing no. What you mean my wife can get that? No, okay, not now. Because she gonna get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. And I'm just saying this. I can't really explain it, but I'm just gonna say it. It's crazy how purpose resurfaces itself. Bro, I don't know if you thought about this.
What happened?
You're shooting the video for clarity.
Yeah.
Hey, he really got more clarity than you asked
Yeah.
for.
And you're in a drowning situation to gain clarity. That's crazy, dog. It just, I can't really like project it how I'm feeling it and how I'm seeing it, but it's like you're shooting the video for clarity, and during there died while shooting the video clarity. And in your near-death experience, you have clarity like you've never had. Because I see a boldness that I haven't seen.
Which activates a higher level of faith.
Talk to me.
It activates a higher level of faith, bro. Because there's a certain level of faith that you didn't have before that moment of clarity that you experienced.
Bro, God can do it, bro. Period. God, I don't care what it is. God can do it, bro. I don't care what.
Exactly.
And look, check this out, though, bro. What I always say. Exposure create experiences. It's not. I never said whether they was good or bad.
Nope.
So sometimes God will expose you to a situation that's going to shift or jerk or motion you to make a certain move that you wouldn't have moved if I wouldn't have allowed you to get in that situation.
And now, bro, it don't matter what, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't matter what it is.
It's no hesitation.
I don't
now.
care what.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
There's no hesitation.
It don't matter
now.
what. I don't care if he say because when I was in the water, I did not know how I was gonna get out.
Right.
So if he be like, do this now, it don't matter because my problem as a male, man, are we being real on here? Yes, we are. Thank you. So my problem.
Come from the house, dog.
I'm just being real,
People
bro.
slides and all.
You know what I'm saying?
He just ask a question.
He did. I love you too.
So my problem as a male, my problem that I'm working out now, along with the Holy Spirit and Jesus and God, right? So my problem as a male, I always be trying to figure out how it's gonna happen. God, like don't worry about how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
Just only do if you know how to flap with me. And then as long and then when you about to be done flapping, I'ma send something. But I can't send something. You worry about the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's a Steve Harvey moment. Jump out the airplane and pull the parachute on the way down. You don't know where you're going.
Exactly.
You don't even know if the parachute gonna open. I don't know if he initially started that quote, but he's the first person that I heard say it. Jump and pull the parachute on the way down. That's a prime example, dog.
Bro, hold on, bro. And this the kicker, right? When I went through that traumatic situation, I was around a person who is a pilot and who loved me. So people who love you and they forward going, they're not gonna they're gonna make sure you straight, but they like, you ready? Bro, I had to go to Walmart, get some drawers, wipe my legs off, and go shoot the rest of the video. We shot the rest of the video.
Oh, you ain't say that part.
Yeah, we shot the rest of it. He was
I thought y'all left.
Nah, we left to the next scene.
Oh, wow.
We left and rode to Orlando and shot the rest of that video.
Wow.
So it's like it's a whole, cause the whole time he like, bro, you straight. My mind is shot.
Yeah.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
I'm gonna tell you this, no cap. When my mind calming down, the first person that I thought about was Faith, because I was praying about her the day before. I had questions. He didn't. You don't know how it's gonna play out, but you're okay. Okay. When stuff get rough, it's gonna be your arm right there. It's gonna be your boat. It's gonna be something that I'm gonna make sure that y'all have so y'all can stay in the paint with each other. It's gonna be something to make sure that y'all gonna have to make sure y'all remember me and y'all do this thing my way. It's gonna be some couple. It's gonna be some seminar. It's gonna be some sermon. It's gonna be something. As long as you keep flapping in the water. As long as y'all start flapping, you're gonna drown and it's gonna die. I'm gonna do not let me die in the midst of y'all, because I am.
Yeah, dang, bro. And that's crazy because I was just in a conversation with somebody this week, going through, right? Actually married, but going through, like bad going through, and only been married a short time though. And so I listened, and from a Christian and a biblical standpoint, I was like, bro, like that's no grounds for divorce, bro.
Nope.
Y'all are dealing with life. Y'all are dealing with human issues that you have to be real enough with yourself to dig up the baggage and freaking deal with it.
Yep.
And so I say, so the same thing you just said about this situation over here, I say, bro, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's exactly the same situation you're dealing with, and you're saying that there was no grounds for divorce over that. And he got quiet. I say, bro, I've been married. This year be 24 years, dog. I say, it's what you make it. I say, here's the dangerous part. I say, the dangerous part is when you're both ready to jump off the boat and there's no anchor.
Yep.
I say, but as long as one is willing to fight, that's going to anchor that relationship down to keep you from going and jumping off the boat. Because now when you get ready to jump, I'm grabbing you. You can't go nowhere because I got both. You anchored.
Yeah. You can't do both.
You see what I'm saying? But if me and you both is ready to jump off the ship, it's, guess what? It's 9 times out of 10, it's done. Yeah. But as long as somebody is anchored, because there was times I was saying, man, I'm done. But I'm saying it, but in my heart, I know I'm not done. I'm just frustrated.
Yeah.
Same thing with her. Man, I'm done. Not really done. She's just frustrated.
Yeah.
So there was plenty of times where somebody was anchored enough to fight and keep. And I say, that's where you got to be in a position. I said, but you can't have a fight unless two boxers are willing to get into the ring. I say, so everything that you're sharing with me, I say, have y'all considered counseling? He was like, yeah. He said, we did pastoral counseling. So I was like, okay, I got you. I said, sometimes you may, you know, it depends upon how and whenever. Sometimes you may need an outside. Yeah. You know, to balance it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Non-biased, like.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, the things that he shared with me, I said, well, she got some things that she has to deal with too. I say, but this is the kicker right here, though, dog. I said, she got to be willing to do with it. And then this is what really slapped him in the face, because it slapped me in the face. I say, bro, y'all haven't been married long. I say, you're trying to pull your last relationship into this relationship. I said, it ain't going to work. I said, because you're looking at the part that you liked in the last relationship, and that's what you like, so you trying to make that happen. I said, you can't make that happen, dog.
It's two different people.
Yeah, I say, this is your relationship now. I say, this is what you're trying to build now. I say, so what you got to do is you got to figure out a way how to get her to open up. And I said, and I felt something. I said, bro, I can't tell you, and I can't pinpoint what it is. I say, but it's the reason why she's that way, and she's dealing with something, and you got to figure out what it is, and then that way y'all can jump over that situation. I say, but the situation that you telling me about right now, it's no grounds for divorce, dog. You got to fight for it, man. So it's just like anything that was like you couldn't swim. You had to fight for your life, you know, and that experience shifted the trajectory of what can happen now henceforth.
Right.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
It goes back to what we was talking about. Having the right people at the right time, because they were fighting for him when he couldn't fight for himself.
Bro.
Maybe throw my phone.
Bro, yeah.
Right.
And we literally talked about what, swimming about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Literally.
Yeah. And that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
So look, after, because Tony is a Diamond, he is a man, you got that's my dog, right? So he is a pilot. 100%. 100. If something happened, if you're okay, he ready to go.
Oh, yeah. For those that don't know, all of us are big ET fans. Eric Thomas. So that's the name of his disc assessment. He deals with the pilot, the grounds crew, that type of deal. So that's the language. So when you hear us talk about certain stuff like that, it's basically the disc assessment, ET style. So he used the flight. It's called the flight assessment test. So he used the flight procedures to determine like what your character base is, and why you do what you do, make the decisions that you make, and move what you move. So when he says Diamond is a pilot, then that means he's the lead dog. He make things happen. So that's what he's saying.
So after he made sure it was straight, but we went to go shoot the rest of that video, and I had to perform on the camera like I didn't almost die, straight up. So once you do that, that also puts you in a different mind frame. Like, yo, when the issue arises, we're gonna handle the issue. We're gonna be shook up for a little moment, and then we're gonna wrap the bandages up, and then we gotta keep going because the end result do not care about what you just went through. It don't.
Purpose don't either.
It don't care about you becoming financially fit. Does not care about the gruesome process of you working jobs and not spending money in the whole couple of years that you're gonna go through to get out of debt. It don't care about that. But once you get on the other side, that's what matters, bro. So just having him there, being understanding, but also him moving how he moved and him navigating the situation how he did, it helped me not stay in a place to where
you was paralyzed.
Yes, it helped. You know what I'm saying? And then the police. I was belching, my bad. Look. Another thing that every person who came to make sure that I was okay was a male. The police officer, he was a male. Tony was a male. The two guys, they were male. It was some black kid he ran over. Are you okay? He was a male. So if you're a female and you're going through hell, I think I can say that, right? Don't be surprised if it's other women who gonna be centered around you. It's called community. It's supposed to be like that. It's the reason why we walk around here. If you ain't got nobody to help you out or pull you out, gotta vibrate that circle.
Right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be some women who gonna come cater to you. Remember, bro, when Jesus was out there, he was fasting. They said the angels came and ministered to him. The angels were men long as I,
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna be somebody who gonna come. It gotta be somebody who come. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, and that's facts. Cause it's crazy, bro. Cause the same situation, I was trying to get to the gym way earlier than what I did, and for whatever reason, I just didn't make it. So I walk in the gym, and I see him on the treadmill. So I throw up the hand, like, what up, bro? So I'm headed to the treadmill room.
yeah.
Hey, yo, Mike, come here. I'm like, dang. Not in a bad way. I was just trying to get my workout and go.
Yeah, for sure.
But it ended up being therapeutic for both of us. Because it's like I was able to share my experience with him as far as like, dog, if you only been married a few years, bro. Like, I've been married 24 years, bro. I say, you got to take life, man, and you got to learn from it. I say, you can't, and this, where he really got quiet. I said, I understand where you are, and I understand where she is. I said, but you can't tell her when to mature.
Yeah.
You can't tell her when to mature. Yeah. So if you're saying that, you want certain things done, I get it. I was there. I said that was some of our issues we fought about, because she wasn't responding the way that I wanted her to respond to my pain. That's a bar. I'm gonna say that again. Yeah. I was upset because she wasn't responding the way I wanted her to respond to my pain. So therefore, it caused friction because she wasn't in a position to handle my pain, because she never faced a pain like that before. So how can I expect her to handle something that she's never handled before? But it took me 24 years to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I love my wife to life to this day.
Yeah,
that's my best friend. We had this thing, right, that we did. Because, certain things happened in our life that we just felt this way. Like we ride or die. That's it. It's Mike and Aisha against the world, and that's how we live. I'm just being flat out honest, dog. Because we had some people that we thought that was for us that wasn't for us, multiple times. So when I'm sharing my story, like you're sharing your story, and it's tying together, because it's all about fighting for what you believe.
Yeah.
fighting for what you want, fighting for what you desire. And I was telling him, if you want your marriage, dog, you got to fight for it. Like, you can't be upset because she's not handling you the way you want to be handled. She don't know how to handle you right now. Y'all just got married. You got to give it time to jail. And so,
Exactly.
well, y'all got to be wired, man. Because when I look at the world today, bro, everything that we're talking about, that's what the world is. And we said it in the other podcast, if you don't come already assembled, they don't want to deal with you.
Nope.
So what happens when you go to another level in your mentality and you can't handle my growth?
Bro, look, real quick. I was in counseling Wednesday with Pastor Tim. It just so happened I almost died on Saturday. Then I had already set up counseling to go on that Wednesday. I didn't know I was gonna talk about that on that Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Wow.
So I'm in with Pastor Tim and talking about my relationship with him and Faith, right? First thing I asked him, I said, Pastor Tim, what do I need to be doing as a male right now? Because I like this woman, I go to this woman, I love this woman, I want to marry this woman. What do I need to be doing? So he started giving me stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he said something key. He said something, and remember said, the two shall become one. He said the term shall mean in the future. He said it doesn't happen right away.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and people, they skip over that. Shall mean it take time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, man.
Break that thing down, boy.
That was good. I ain't never heard nobody say that.
He said, shall. He said, the two shall.
Shout out Pastor Tim.
Yeah, Pastor Tim, man.
I love Pastor Tim.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? He said the two shall. He said. Shall means future tense.
Yeah.
He said you have to work to get there. It's not going to happen right away.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
I said, oh,
it's
my
continuous.
goodness, bro.
Bro.
So it's going to take time.
Yeah.
The two shall. He said, y'all have to, he said, because when y'all first get married or you be in a relationship, it's y'all still trying to figure out y'all self. But y'all have to figure out how can y'all make it cohesive for both of y'all.
Yeah. Huh?
He said, so the shall is future tense. Y'all will eventually, if y'all keep working at it, become one. But you have to keep working things out so where y'all can work it to where you work and you work, but it's fitting both of y'all.
Bro.
So it was.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. Here's the kicker, though, bro. It requires sacrifice on both parts.
Oh, it's super sacrifice.
But here's the thing that just hit me different was your situation.
Mm-hmm.
You had to sacrifice what you believe to live. And Diamond had to sacrifice himself to make sure that you lived.
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all were sacrificing at the same time. Because he didn't know, trying to save you, that you wouldn't have pulled him in.
Yeah, he was like, bro, he said, I'm finna swing. He said, you ready? I said, no. He said, well, I'm finna swing you.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't care if you're ready or not. I'm gonna swing you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at, like I was telling bro, I was like, bro, it's sacrifice, bro. It's on both of y'all ends. So at the end of the day, you have to allow time to take its course. I tell people marriages like this. I say because from what I've experienced and from dozens of conversations that I've had with other people, it's like a what that balance thing scale.
The balance beam.
Balance beam, yeah. I say it's like a balance beam. I say because one or the other is gonna be up in the first half of the marriage. It's like that person gonna feel like they carrying more of the weight. Somebody may feel like they're more mature than the other person. Somebody may think they're doing more work than the other person or whatever. And then sometime it shifts. And now the other person is carrying those same thoughts. Now I'm doing more than you. I'm carrying the work. But the other person was just doing that. And then if you stick it out long enough, that sucker will soon balance itself out, and then you'll find yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be willing. Once again, like bro, fighting for his life. You gotta be willing to fight for your life, man. You gotta fight, and that life can be representation of your child, can be representation of your relationship. Because some of us are losing our kids, bro.
Bro, when I was in the water, that was a real life or death situation.
Yo,
So I'm like, hold on. So this fear is fake. It's fake fear. Jump fake.
that's the acronym: false evidence appearing real. That's one of the
It's
acronyms
fake.
for
Them
fear.
feelings of me not making it is not real because you was about to not make it for real, but you never thought you wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
So I came by her like that, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's like it's just like a lift off. I'm not saying I'm gonna be perfect. I'm not saying stuff can try to come up. I'm just saying that it's certain stuff I'm not afraid of. But what you? So I'm applying for this job. Like, I don't care. Like, either way, it's gonna happen. You know why? You know why? Because I just left a situation to where I did not know how it's gonna happen. If I can make it out of there, we getting the 6 figures, we getting the crib. What you getting? You finna get that? You know what I'm saying? We finna live holy. That's what we gonna do, and it's gonna happen.
Yep.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Close the book.
Man, that's crazy. God put you in a fearful situation to get rid of it.
To remove the fear.
You got to face it. And so many, wow, this is good, dog. And the reason we're going this way is because so many people are facing so many things, but they're scared to face it.
Mm-hmm.
We want, I'm going to say this, dog. Get the insurance bucket. I don't care. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, dog.
Oh, Lord.
Bro, I'm tired of people talking about I want to be freaking happy, dog. It's getting on my freaking nerves. I just want to be happy, and they're doing anything for their sanity. They're leaving relationships. They're leaving families. They're leaving situations, and because they're not freaking happy. Happy is a freaking emotion, man.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's attached to what makes you happy, which means it's attached to something external. So if it don't make me feel a certain way, that means it's tied externally. You understand what I'm saying? Because if the Bible said this, that the joy of the Lord is my strength. It didn't say the happiness of the Lord is my strength. It said the joy. I choose. See, joy is a choice. I choose to be joyful. Happiness comes when something is in my favor. Joy comes because even though it's not in my favor, I still choose to walk in joy. But I can only walk in happiness when it pleases me. So if my wife is pissed off because I did something, I don't care because I'm not happy. I'm gone. If my kids, if it doesn't make them happy, Johnny, you don't have to do that. Johnny just cussed out the freaking teacher, and now the freaking teacher losing her mind. Now it's a trickle effect. The world is in shambles right now because it's a trickle effect because the enemy has got us trapped in shambles, believing a lie.
Believing that person to make us happy.
Thank you. My joy is seeing my wife happy. And I'm not happy. I mean, when I say happy, when I use that, because I'm just going against that. What I'm saying is, when you talk to my wife, you can ask my wife if she's not walking in her place of purpose. That's when I get agitated. And I tell her to say, it ain't about us. Everything is about purpose. If he said we can have that, that's fine. If he said I can go get that, that's fine. I can go do that, that's fine. But people are leaving prosperous situations from a godly standpoint or from a great standpoint because I'm not quote unquote freaking happy.
And then when I was saying stuff 5 minutes ago like, we gonna have that or we gonna have that, that's because I'm not, the thought of it not happening or it can't happen, the fear of it or the uncertainty, it's like, what uncertainty?
Yeah, because it was there. It was there before the incident.
So look. But on the other hand, it's still a formula and a process to attain certain stuff.
Yep.
Now that still remains.
Yep.
You want to get out of debt, there's certain stuff you got to do.
Yep.
It's a formula to it.
Yep. And it starts with what you said earlier.
Right.
You didn't think you was going to die, even you was in a dying situation. So it starts in the mindset first.
Trying to tell you.
Now I heard myself say I'm drowning. I could drown. I never thought I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
The whole time, bro.
Yeah. Bro, that's powerful. What did Job say, bro? The thing that I feared has come upon me. So when he lost everything, he was walking in fear that he was going to lose everything. So he drew what he brought in. So even though God allowed the devil to touch him, he said, you could You can touch everything around him, about him, but you can't kill it. And he said, the very thing that I feared has happened. So that means you was walking in fear your whole time, that you had all this stuff, so you was walking in fear that you was going to lose it, and you did. So a lot of times we walking in fear subconsciously and trying to make it, oh, it's not making me happy. So no, you're fearful.
Yeah, fearful.
You're fearful.
You're fearful.
You're fearful because if you're fearful. You feel, bro. That's a different.
God, dog. That's harbor to fear, dog.
That's bro. You are freaking fearful because here's the dog. People are afraid to lose themselves, and I want y'all to hear me, because that's what happened to you underwater. You got baptized in a different way.
Different way. Okay, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are afraid to lose themselves. I don't care if you're a believer or not. But in order to get what God has for you out of life and what your purpose for out of life, you have to lose yourself, because yourself is going to keep you from the next step of becoming who you're supposed to be.
And I'm going to Rama too. I don't know exactly when, but I'm going though. After that, I was like, okay, so my job is to help other people from drowning. Let's go.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not saying I'm
not saying
I'm not saying I'm gonna be a lead pastor. I'm saying I'm gonna be somewhere in somebody's church doing. That's
your thing right now is, I think what God was doing, it was like, I'm fit to show you. You're walking, you're talking, you're praying, but there's some fear in you that I need removed, because in order for you to make this next step, I need you to get rid of this.
Mm-hmm. And it has to be all gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it was deep, and I couldn't get rid of it myself. Mm-hmm. I got it. I dug it up as much as I could.
Yeah.
I dug as much as I could.
Yeah. We talk, bro. We don't want to lose ourselves. Like, it took me a long time to figure out, to stop saying, if you don't like me the way that I am, then screw you. And when I seen the quote some years back, no, I didn't see a quote. I heard a piece of like a clip on social media.
Yeah.
And he said, if you around people that's telling you that they ain't got to change for nobody, and this is who I am, he said, run.
Yeah, because they don't want to do no work.
They don't want to grow. You're supposed to change.
Yeah.
So people are afraid to lose themselves because they don't even know who they're going to become, because they're fearful of who they're supposed to become. But they're trying to hold on to something, and they're holding on to it really out of fear.
And they know internally, because it's going to cost.
It's going to cost.
Either some friends, some relationships, some businesses, some partnerships. It's going to cost.
Yeah, it's going to cost.
And they're not ready to let that go.
Yeah. It's going to cost them themselves too.
Mm-hmm.
I like me the way I am. Well, God don't.
God did.
God did it.
Another one.
You stupid.
God did.
And then look. It's like there's no way I can place a new family, a new set of lives, a new set of prosperity. There's no way I can place this in your palm.
Bro,
if you still got the fear you was with from that has to go. I'm not saying that you're gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's just that some stuff is just loose. Like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Work what? I'm not afraid of a little work. Let's go. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I tell you this: once I get there, once I get in it, I figure it out.
Yeah, bro.
I figured it out, bro. Let's figure it out.
Transparent moment, dog. I just recently, and I don't remember when, had a shift in my mindset, because I find myself be like, well, dang, I can't afford that right now. To tell myself, stop saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though I'm saying it, I'm saying it, but I'm still positioning my mind to put myself in position to, but I'm not combating it with the words that I just spoke.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to start telling myself and start saying, okay, I got to position I got to figure out how.
Yeah. How am I
going to get it?
How am I
going to do it?
How am I going to get that? Yeah.
Versus me saying, oh, I can't afford that. I can't but I'm not speaking that. I'm not speaking the words to combat what I just said. I'm putting it in my mind, but that's not doing it because I done already set that in motion. Because I actually said I can't afford that.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
It's different, bro. So I had to come back and say, you know what? I'm going to figure out how. I had to come back there. I had to chase those words that I just spoke with something positive.
Yeah.
Bro, you blessing me tonight, dog. Because it's like.
I think we don't really realize how powerful our words are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said before, it's just like realizing in my mindset is like, dang, I need to start speaking out more. You know how a lot of times you see it on paper or you already have it in your mind. So you know that's a form of believing. And to a degree it is, but it's just like, okay, well, what are you speaking?
Right, because death and life is in the power of the tongue.
So
not the mind.
Exactly. And because the mind is supposed to be renewed daily.
Yeah.
And they go hand in hand. When the mind renewed, spit that out.
Yeah.
Spit that into the atmosphere, spit it to the earth. So I ain't never told nobody this, right? So it's a certain division I'm looking at. And I don't know why, bro. It just like I just felt led to go there. I just stretched my hand and just started praying. Thank you, God, for already establishing what needed to be established. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And then I drove off.
What division? What you talking about?
Talking about subdivision?
Subdivision for home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you said division too.
Yeah, division.
Yeah. Just short slang.
Okay,
short slang.
for sure.
Because he put that certain subdivision in my heart. I was like, okay. I went to it. I spoke over it. I believed it. And that's something that I'm continuously doing. So it's like we have to really condition ourselves like how we condition ourselves just to just speak from our minds.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same as speaking into the atmosphere.
It's not.
And declaring and decreeing.
Right.
It hit different.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, God, I need to get out of that. I need to condition myself to start speaking more, to start getting the scripture. Well, God, you said in this, your word, da-da-da-da-da. He always wants us to remind him of his word and hold him to it. But how can he do what we desire and ask within our hearts if we never remind him and hold him accountable to his word? His promise, he can only deliver what we give him to work with. Point blank. So it's just like, dang, this is like, bruh, it's a whole nother layer of harbored fear. Harbored fear is like it's a whole different layer,
bro. It's like a burglar come in your house, and he hold your whole family hostage. That's what it's like,
right?
Yeah.
Bro. And then think about this too. Sometimes you don't even know it's attached to you. It grows. You ever seen and you work in the plant industry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
they can grow into anything,
bro.
dog.
You would have a good plant, and the weed just be wrapping around it.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you don't cut that or uproot it, you would have the good plant rolled up, and the weed be all wrapped around it.
Yep.
And it's hard to get that stuff off of it. And I did as much as I could. I was like, okay, this the only way I'm gonna allow this to happen. So you protect it, but you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
That's why I said earlier, with the protection, sometimes just because you protected don't mean you still don't get hit.
Right.
How many times we seen somebody in a car accident, they got banged up, but they still lived?
There's that no weapon formed against you shall prosper.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he just did whatever. But I tell you, it's not nothing that I don't. If it's not for me, it's literally not for me. And that's the only reason why I don't get it.
Yep.
It wasn't meant for me to have. Anything else that's out there that's mine?
Right.
Oh, that's me.
Right.
It might not come right away because it's a formula and a process.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's things that I done did myself. Come on, we gotta take accountability. Yeah.
Right.
Of all the years where you messing up stuff, you going there, blah. So I have to dig that stuff out. But whatever that's coming next after I get back to the level playing field.
Yeah. Bro, I had mad respect. God rest his soul with my uncle, man. I heard my uncle say this one time because he had diabetes. And as a pastor, you know, he that dude was different, dog. And honestly, if you didn't know my uncle, you would think he was arrogant. And my wife said the same. Like when we be talking about it, my wife would say the same thing. It was like, yeah, if you didn't know who he was, if you didn't know him personally, just how he carried himself, like my uncle literally carried himself like he was the king of everything he owned. I don't care if it was yours.
He come in your house. He come in your house like
I'm the king.
I'm for real, bro.
Straight
That's
like
how
that.
I was, bro. Like, but
Straight
he was
like
amazing.
that.
that's crazy.
God said I can have anything I want.
Awesome, dog. He just awesome. And he made this comment one day, and I forgot what was going on for him to even say this. And like he's like, I'm believing for my healing. He said, but this is a reflection of my poor eating habits.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Yeah.
And when he said that, bro, I was like, wow. I said, because we quick to go to the altar and ask God for a healing. We got high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. And we want God to supernaturally heal us, but we still eating the same crap that got us in that position in the first place.
Yeah.
No accountability.
Yeah. See, that's why I say it's a process. So we can. The only reason why I don't. Maybe it's not meant for me to get a Lamborghini. I don't need a. My son is 6 foot and he's 14. He don't need it. We need Tahoe. You know what I'm saying? We need Suburban.
Tahoe.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That kid is getting bigger. That.
It went from daddy to
Is he still here or is he gone?
Huh?
He's still here or he gone?
Yeah, he's still here. Him and his cousin at the house. They be brought them. Yo, we gotta do something about these phones, my guy. Like these phones, they be gaming. But anyway, he good though. He good. But I'm just saying, like it's still a process to that stuff and the formula to that stuff.
Yeah.
But I pray God, you see, how about you pay off the medical bills, man? Come on now. How about you put some in the say? Come on now. Come on now. It's a formula to it. Yeah. It's a formula to it still now. Come on now. Yeah, God do supernatural stuff, but come on, let's be for real.
And that's crazy because I'm catching up on my podcast with the fellows with ET, CJ, and all them, and it's funny that last week's episode was talking about someone less right here. They was talking about systems and putting systems in place, and it ain't about where you. Like looking at them like they got millions and millions of dollars and they doing all this stuff. It was like no. Jamal said, no. You start the system with where you are. He said because when you grow, then your systems grow. He said so you can't try to build your system off what we built at where we are right now. You have to build a system on where you
at right now. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of dope, man. So I thought I'd slide that in there after you said
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because a lot of times you got to do what you can with where you are.
Yeah, that's
with
it.
What you got. That's
yeah,
it.
That's it.
Yeah, and then just develop it along the way, along the process.
And that's what God literally waiting on. Work what's right in front of you.
Yeah, and that especially goes with the relationship, man. Like saying with the happy stuff, man. Listen, man. If you got to have stuff to make you happy, then you need some readjustment. Point blank. I don't care. That's your preference. Yeah, that's fine. But like I said, happy is tied to stuff most of the time. It's tied to something external. And what I tell people about success comes from it's an inside job. It said because if you arrive your success off of what you have, then you've already lost. Because as soon as that car is gone, guess what? So you saying you not successful now because you ain't got the car you want?
Yeah.
So now you ain't successful because you ain't got the house you want? Now you ain't successful because you ain't got the relationship that you want? No, success is an inside job. You got to believe that you're already successful before anybody label you a success. So it's the same thing with you being happy. If your happiness is tied to an external thing, you got to get rid of that and find joy because joy is a choice.
Look, I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and she go to that church too. I ain't gonna say her name, but she was saying like my breakthrough finally came. Like my breakthrough happened for me. She was like, I don't need such and such and such. She said, I need God. And the other person, I want them. She said, before I used to be wanting people to make me feel validated. She said, now I know I need. No, she said I needed people to make me feel. She said, now I know I need God. And she said, and if I choose this person, it's because I want them. And now she said, I feel completely different because I fully understand that now. It hit different. You know what I'm saying? When you know, like, it's like, you're around me because I want you here. And the things that you bring to the table, I want that in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't need you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different.
It hit different. I know it's certain things I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You here because I want you here. It feels completely different when the person want you there. They treat you different.
They do. They value.
They look at you different.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you feel me? I came home from work today. My son was outside playing basketball with his cousin. I pull up in the driveway. And you ever seen a dog, somebody be at the hood dog, the dog done got the gate.
First say the hood dog.
it be the same dog. It be the same dog. They always leave their gate open. Every time a car rob the street, the dog come chasing after the car. You know what I'm saying? The little hood dog. The whole hood know this person dog, right? So the whole hood know him. So my son, I put up in the driveway today, and my son actually was running beside the car as I put up in the driveway. It just warmed my heart, bro. It just because
That's what's up, man.
because he want me to be his father, bro.
Yeah.
He want me to be his dad. He want me to be there.
Yeah.
And he want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different. You feel me?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. That's what's
They
up,
really
man.
do.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Well,
This is a good podcast episode.
I'm glad, bro.
I ain't mean to blab my mouth on this one.
No, you had to.
This is
yeah.
deep.
Yeah, this
This one was deep. This one no
deep sea diving tonight.
Yeah, this was no shallow water.
No, I was just about to say, man, I just appreciate you releasing that to the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that's an intimate moment, really.
Yeah.
Not to be taken lightly.
My mom don't even know.
Yeah.
My sisters
Wow.
don't know. So they'll figure out what they figure out.
Yeah.
The Faith was mad at me because I didn't tell her when I got back. She was upset because we had to iron some issues. She was like, I don't care. You should told me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everything is awesome, bro.
Yeah.
But
It's gonna be crazy to watch your transformation.
That's crazy, man.
It's I'm like,
It's gonna be popping.
like,
I
dude,
don't know what's gonna happen, but I just know that I'm not afraid, and I'm still doing work on myself. I'm gonna set up some more therapy for myself. I don't know what's gonna happen, but now I know my job is not to figure out my job is to keep flapping. My job is to keep going,
right.
to keep turning into who I'm turning into, and don't be afraid to turn into who I'm turning into. And one more thing before we go that I want to say. Bro, you don't tell everybody the great things that you want to do. I just figured out for real that you can't tell everybody, especially if they don't see themselves doing something. You can't tell great things that you want to do to someone who doesn't see themselves doing great things.
Yep.
You can't, because that will destroy. That itself can drop fear in your system.
Yeah.
That itself can choke you out.
Then you start looking for permission and validation from them to do to get and operate in something they don't even care about.
Yeah. You definitely gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful.
So, but yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. This was a deep one tonight. So I hope you guys was able to take something out of it tonight, man. And just remember, man, like life is too short to be living in fear. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Not saying that you're gonna be afraid. You know,
for sure,
it's gonna come. It's gonna come knocking at your door. But you got a choice to let it in. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it keep you stagnant, because that's what fear does. So
Exactly.
I found what I was actually looking for. So before I read this, because I want to close out with this, so I'm gonna make sure, Dub, if you ain't got nothing you want to release before we get up out of here.
Nah, it wasn't one of those
Good.
type of situations
feel
on
you.
this podcast. Yeah.
I feel you. We already knew. So like we knew how the night was gonna run. So you know, we appreciate bro sharing his story, man. Like
I
this
appreciate
is like
y'all
fresh out the
listening.
gate.
Yeah.
So, like we telling y'all, like we just heard really what happened
Minutes
before we got ready to shoot. And you know, we was like, well, we just gonna come on and give him what we gonna give him. And then he started sharing what happened, and I was like, oh no, there we go.
Yeah.
Shift.
So
shouts out to Tony, Diamond Civic. I love you, bro. It's my
Appreciate you,
dog.
bro.
Appreciate you, Diamond.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Love you, bro.
who was out there that day, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? My stepmom, my girl, she came through. She was talking to me about stuff. Everybody, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
My brain still, bro, over and over, bro. I just keep seeing me hitting that water, bro, because I can't swim, bro. So it's like, but I know, I'm glad. I'd rather that scene keep replaying in my mind over and over until I do die. So I can continuously build on the mind frame where I'm at right now.
Facts.
Because I'm not going back. I don't care what happened, bro. And not saying that was a bad place. It's just saying it's
a whole new
it's time
perspective.
for new levels. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the enemy is trying to tear down the man's mind frame. He's trying to, bro.
He knows once he got you there.
Because he know it's time for men to rise up. So he's doing anything in his will and his power, and it's not gonna work. He not gonna get everybody. He definitely not gonna get this table.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, what you got, Mike?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm just, bro. It just what you just said just rolls right into what I'm. It's when it's a common quote. So I don't even remember who originally said it, but I had posted it a couple of days ago actually. So I think it's a good way to close up out of here, because first thing you said, bro, was like you was drowning, but you never thought that you was gonna die. And so, so we gonna leave out with this, man. It says, watch your thoughts, for your thoughts become your words. Watch your words, because your words become your actions. Watch your actions, because your actions become your habits. And watch your habits, because your habits produce your lifestyle. So we're going to leave y'all with that, man. So we thank y'all for tuning in, man. So remember this, man. We'll see you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. Hey, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
God bless.